Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lauren, if you're new here. If you're not new, then you've probably noticed it's been a hot minute since I've done a review of a Colourpop palette. There hasn't been anything that's really gotten my attention, and I don't know why this collection snagged my attention, because it did, but I picked up a couple items in the new Frosty the Snowman collection. Even saying it, I'm not sure what my thinking was behind it. You can probably tell I ran into a little bit of an issue with my palette. Now, I swatched it as soon as I got it. I mean, not like on camera, I just wanted to touch everything, to take a look at it. And the black popped right out. And I was looking at it and I just heard this poof. And I looked on the ground and there was black everywhere. Luckily, it was on tile, but it was still really difficult to clean up. So I can attest, it's a very pigmented black. My socks can also attest to that, poor guys. But we are gonna be doing a look with this palette. I also picked up the Super Shock highlighters because I love their Super Shock highlighters. So we've got two here that we're gonna have to try out. I also picked up the Frosty the Snowman color changing sponge, and I'm not playing with this one today, but I just wanted to show you because it was cute. So we're not gonna be doing swatches today. I'm just gonna go into the palette. I feel like at this point, if you want to see swatches, there's so many out. Like I'm reviewing this a little late. I do want to touch this one though. Just this one. But I gotta be careful or else it's gonna fall over the place. I'm already getting black all over the place. But I don't know, there's something about this palette that intrigued me, that made me want to try it. So that's what we're gonna do today. We are just going to do a look with this palette, test it out, see if I like it or see if I hate it. You know, one more thing I picked up from the Bratz collection. Now, Bratz do not speak to me. That is not an IP that interests me at all. I was not a Bratz kid. I was a Barbie kid all the way, but I liked the look of this lip gloss. I did. So we will play with the lip gloss as well. So let's go ahead and get into the look. So we're using a new primer today. This is from Moira. This is their eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on and hopefully it works out. I've been looking for a new eyeshadow primer, so fingers crossed this works. Every time I open this, more of the black pops out, so I'm trying to be careful. But let's go into thermometer. You know I like a good purple. So let's start off with purple. Oh my gosh, now there's black all over my fingers. Ah, that is a pigmented black. Which is kind of interesting since everything else seems super light in this palette, but we are gonna find out. I was a little nervous that this was gonna turn out and be just super pastel-y, which it still might. There are quite a few colors here that give me pastel vibes, and look, I'm just not a huge fan of pastels. I just feel like they aren't pigmented enough for what I like. So we are seeing if these are as transparent as a lot of pastels can be, including a lot of the pastels that Colourpop comes out with. So far though, it's actually looking kind of decent. Okay, let's go in with Always Very Merry over here. And I can't tell how dark this color is. Oh, it's very light. Okay, that's okay. We are testing this out. Is it really that light? It is. Okay, let's go into the color below it, which is Button Nose, which is, it looks like it's a gray black, but let's find out. Definitely more of a gray color, I would say. It's deepening a little bit as I pack it on, but it's still very, very light. But it matches the palette, you know, it matches the overall vibe of the palette, I would say. Okay, now we get to the good stuff. These shimmers look so pretty. Let's get into, I don't know the name because it's covered in black, but let's get into, it ends with Busy. That's all I can read. Let's see, where do we want to put that? Let's see if we can pick it up on a brush. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't with shimmers. I think I need a stiffer brush, hang on. Nope, okay, going in with a finger. I was kind of hoping that one would be a little bit darker, but even like really getting my finger in there, it is pretty light. Let's try something else. Let's go in with Happy Birthday in the corner here. I am gonna try a brush again because it does seem like this one is a little bit looser. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Actually, I'm gonna go into 1969 and I'm gonna put that one in between the two shimmers that we already used. Ooh, yeah, okay, that one's really pretty. And let's go into Splendid, this baby blue, and put it in under the waterline to finish it up. Okay, we're done with the look. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some eyeliner and mascara, finish it up, and then come back and we are gonna use the Super Shock highlighters. Okay, we have mascara and eyeliner on, but now we need to take a look at these Super Shock. I haven't bought a Super Shock highlighter in a hot minute and I love them. They're so good. They really are. If you want like a blinding glow, the Super Shock highlighters is where it's at. So there is two in this collection. The first one is called Icicle Spree. Looks like this. And then the second one is called Winter Wonder. And that one looks like this. So let's do just a couple swatches. This is Winter Wonder. And it is kind of like a basic icy white. We have Icicle Spree, which looks pretty icy as I swatch it, but let's see. It's got a little bit more pink to it. So let's go ahead and use that one. And I'm just gonna use my fingers for this one. Because sometimes, oh my God, I have sparkles all over my face. How did that even happen? Where did you come from? Don't let the sparkles on my chin distract you from the blindiness of the highlighter. And then I'm gonna put a little bit under my brow as well. Okay, so that is the highlighter and I love it. Did I go too white on the nose? I might have. Okay, now we're gonna go with the Bratz lip gloss. This is in Girls Rule. Obviously, I had to get this one. And the reason I picked this up, again, I have like, Bratz doesn't get me, but I do really like their glosses. And I had to throw a bunch of mine away, so I kind of wanted to get a new one. It's so sticky. So I kind of love it. Okay, I'm not like a big fan of sticky lip glosses, but for some reason, the So Juicy little lip tubes that Colourpop come out with, I just really love them. So this is our final look. What do you think? I know this was a quick review. I know there's a ton of reviews already out there for the Frosty the Snowman palette, so I didn't think I needed to spend too much time on it. But, you know, it was one that intrigued me. I gotta be so careful though. Oh my God. Oh, that black. I think I need to just depot the whole black. It's squished in real nice though. It's squished in back real nice. But let's take a minute to talk about the parts of the collection that I picked up. Is this a pastel palette? Yes. Yes. I'm not 100% sure why I thought it'd be any different. The shimmers in here are really beautiful. The silver that we didn't go into, I saw somebody use it in a video and I was like, wow, that's a really good silver. And a couple of the other shimmers in here are really, really nice. Like Happy Birthday, the one in the corner that we used. I really like that one. Busy something busy. Something busy. I don't know what it says because it's covered up. But that one was a little disappointing. I wish it had a little more base pigmentation to it, but it's a pretty transparent light purple. So not a whole lot of color. I was hoping for more, but let's see, 1969, it was very similar to this color, but it was a little more blue and it was just a little bit more sparkly as well. This one doesn't have as quite a chunky of sparkles as this one does. And I don't know, I liked the blue one more. So it is a good quality palette, and sometimes Colourpop, their formula changes from palette to palette, but I think the formula in this one is really nice. But if you don't like pastels, I would say you probably don't need this one. Stay away from it. If you like pastels though, and if you're looking for something pretty light, then this could be the answer because it is a very light palette. I mean, it does have a button nose, but as we discovered, that is a very light gray. It's not very dark, The black is dark though. I promise you that. I don't know what the name of it is. That is long gone, but it is a very pigmented, very soft black. Now, the star of this collection, and granted, I didn't pick up any of the lip products with this collection because I don't need any more. I probably didn't need the Bratz one, but it's making my lips tingly in like a good way, not in a bad, painful way. But I love their Super Shock highlighters, and I think these are both beautiful. They are blinding. Like, you would be able to alert someone of your location in a snowstorm. No, you wouldn't. Okay, no, you wouldn't. It would probably help you blend in more. Ignore what I just said, but still, they're absolutely icy. They're blinding. They're really, really pretty. If you've used a Colourpop Super Shock before, then you know how intense they are. And they're just like this super creamy texture. They're really, really nice. So these are really nice because I've had to get rid of quite a lot of my Super Shocks lately just because they've been getting older, and because of the formula being a little bit on the wetter side, I don't want to keep them forever. I think they probably go bad faster than just a powder would go bad. So I wanted to get some new ones, and these are actually perfect, especially since I pulled out the ones that I had from the, God, what was that collection? The Twilight collection. And those ones are very weird. They're super weird. Like, one has a really gray undertone, and I don't know what to do with it. But that's for a different video. My worst of 2024, possibly. Anyways, this is just a fun collection. I'm glad I played with it. Again, like, if you don't like pastels, I would pass on the palette. But these Super Shock highlighters are where it's at. So I'm very excited for those. I'm excited to play with the sponge just because it changes colors, like, fun. And yeah, this was a super fast review, but I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button. That would mean the world to me as we grow my channel together. I don't know if you heard that, but my husband was yawning and it sounded like a foghorn. Anyways, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.